Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This yoga and stretch sequence is designed to relax you before bed. It's particularly beneficial if you have trouble sleeping or find it difficult to let go of accumulated stress from your day. In this sequence, we're going to draw on ancient techniques to let go of tension in both the mind and the body. You can do this from your bed or a yoga mat or simply a small space on the floor. Let's get started.
Welcome to today's session. We're going to begin in child's pose. So, take your feet together and your knees out nice and wide. We want to go quite wide here to create a lot of space for the body to sit in between the legs and to open up the hips here. So just go ahead and take your arms forward and begin to rest your head either down on your mat, on the floor, on your bed. You can even grab your cushion and do it that way. I also like to stack my hands and rest my forehead on the back of my hands. And we're just going to breathe here, inhaling deeply through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. I would also encourage Ujjayi breath. So we want to make a slight restriction at the back of the throat, inhaling. And exhaling. So try to maintain that Ujjayi breath. That's just going to help you to control the prana or the energy or just simply the breath a lot more. And while you're down here, as you breathe, I want you to start to pay attention to the expansion of the ribcage as you inhale. And notice this sense of relaxation, of melting into the floor as you exhale. Inhale, pay attention to any areas of tightness and feel as though you're breathing into those spaces. And then as you exhale, consciously choose to relax those areas. We're going to start to walk the hands around to the left, reaching the right arm out of the right hip. So we're really trying to lengthen here. You can turn your head to the side to create a little bit more of a stretch, or you can keep your head down. I want you to feel as though you're reaching your armpit towards the floor as you extend out of here. And then we'll come back to center and we'll go to the other side. So lengthen and reach out of the left hip. Feel as though your hip is moving down towards the heels. At the same time, your arm, your fingertips are reaching far forward. Come back to center. And then from here, we'll pull forward into an all-fours position. Bring the knees back together to a hip distance apart position and the hands so that they're shoulder distance apart. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Go ahead and relax the spine here. Let the belly kind of drop. Push into the floor and lift the head up towards the ceiling. Chin towards the ceiling. Inhaling here. As you exhale, belly button to the spine. Push the floor away, head down. Feel your tummy really suck in here as you come into this beautiful rounded position. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and the hips, heart opens, shoulders pull back. Exhale, belly button to the spine, push the floor away, head down. We can do this a few more times, but I want you to really feel as though the breath is moving the body here. So on that inhalation, we create space for the air to enter. We're moving into that back bend, and then as we exhale, push the floor away and feel as though you're pushing the breath out. The breath is emptying from you and facilitating this rounding. Inhale. Open it up and exhale. Beautiful. Okay, come back into a neutral spine. We're going to move into Anahatasana. Anahata means heart in Sanskrit, so this is heart opening pose. What we want to make sure of is that the hips don't start to move back to the heels. That's child's pose. So we want to keep the hips above the knees. We're extending the arms forward. Head comes towards the floor here. Now, if it's available to you, you can go ahead and place your chin on the floor. Just make sure that not all the weight of your body is kind of pressing down into the cervical spine here at the back of the neck. So either chin to the floor or forehead to the floor. And then while you're here, keep the arms straight, thumbs up for a moment. If this is painful on your shoulders, take your arms a little bit further apart. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. If you have your arms close together and that's comfortable for you, go ahead and stretch the triceps by bringing the palms together at the back of the head. And again, we want to feel as though the armpits are melting towards the floor. I like to move my hips from side to side here as well, just to encourage a bit of lengthening on either side of the spine. Releasing down, walk the hands back in, and from here we're going to press the right arm into the floor, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, open it up, and then exhale, we're going to twist. So we're going to thread that left arm all the way through to the right side. My head is going to come down, and I'm going to reach my right arm forward. I can press into my right fingertips to help me twist a little bit further, but I just want to watch that my hips don't move over to the side here. We want to keep them straight. Twisting around. Bring that right palm back down, extend back up towards the ceiling, open it up, and we'll change sides. So left palm down, right arm goes up, twist, and then thread through over to the other side. Watch that the hips don't move to the left. You want to keep them nice and even, nice and square. Left arm reaches forward. Just a gentle thoracic stretch here. Place the hand back down, extend it all the way up to the ceiling, open up, and then bring that hand back down. Beautiful. Okay, from here, we're gonna bring the right knee to the back of the right wrist, turn out the right leg, and extend that left leg further back behind us. Really gentle pigeon here. Okay, so nothing too intense. We're gonna lift up, take a deep breath in, and then we're gonna exhale, allow the body to come down. Inhale, we're gonna push back up. So everything's flowing and moving. Exhale, we're coming down. Moving slowly and consciously. Hey, if you're up here, that's also okay. Okay, if your hips are super tight, then just really support yourself with your hands, moving into the stretch, and then before your body starts to panic, come out of it, yeah? Inhale. And come back up. Good. From here, press into all fingertips and pull yourself forward so that you come out of that stretch. We'll change sides. So the right leg goes back, left leg turns out, and we start to move back slightly. All right, so from here, inhale, open up through the chest, exhale, releasing down. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And then pull yourself forward out of the stretch. Beautiful. And from here, lift the knees off the floor and just step into a cross-seated position at the top of your mat, or maybe in the middle. Okay, from here, we're gonna start to move into some forward folds. You're gonna bring the right foot to the inside of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. I want you to lift your hips and try to open up through the chest here. Try to extend through the lumbar spine. So we feel, you'll start to feel this tension created, this stretch created at the hamstring. So leaning forward here, inhale, I want you to create some length, and then exhale, just kind of round forward. Now this is where it can be really nice to introduce a pillow. So if you guys are in bed and you have a pillow nearby, or your cushion, or even your blocks, you can fold it up and just start to lean forward, okay? Using the cushion to help support you so that you can relax into this. We're not going in for some hardcore flexibility where we're really, really pulling. We're just relaxing here into your natural flexibility. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold into it. This is Janu, head to knee pose. Inhale, we want to use the breath. And exhale. That exhalation is naturally facilitating relaxation in the body. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, relax further into it. Beautiful. Let's use the strength of our hamstring to just roll us back up, and we'll change sides. So bring the right knee in, left leg extends, place that left foot to the inner, and I keep doing this, both sides. Place that right foot on the inside of the left leg, and from here, we want to lengthen. So you just lift your hips slightly so that you can arch your back. If you're super stiff, that might be hard for you, and that's okay. Inhale, lengthen here, and then exhale, start to round forward. Letting the body relax into the stretch. Inhale and exhale. I just want you to pay attention to any panic that may start to rise up. Sometimes it can happen as a result of stretching. We feel that tightness and immediately we think, oh, don't go any further. Or we think, oh, I must push further. I want you to let that all go. It's not the purpose of today. So today we just want to gently stretch the tissue, easing into our natural state. Keeping that momentum in your movement will allow your nervous system to remain calm here. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Gently lifting yourself back up. Beautiful. This time, extend both legs out in front of you. Lift up through the chest here. Lengthen and start to walk your hands forward. So fingertips pointing backwards, but where they're walking closer and closer to the hips. And I'm just starting to flex through the hips here. Okay, I'm going to create as much length as I possibly can. Inhale here. And then exhale, drop the chin to the chest and begin to let my spine roll down. Now, obviously I have quite a bit of flexibility in the hamstrings and the lower back, so this is okay for me. Again, I would use the pillows regardless of flexibility. So even if you have a lot of flexibility here, having a cushion underneath you is really, really comfy. Okay, so allowing yourself to just fold over the cushion can be really, really nice. Take a breath in and a full breath out. Now remember, if you come into the stretch and you hit that kind of sensation of like, oh, this is intense, pull back, inhale. Exhale, melt into it. Inhale, pull out of it slightly. Exhale, allow yourself to go back into it if you can, knowing that you can come out of it at any time. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Good. Use your hands to push yourself back up. Hands come beside you. We're going to push into the floor or the bed and just lift the chest here a little bit. Inhaling here. Place your feet onto the floor. Pull your hips towards your heels. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees rest out wide. We're going to come into Supta Badhakonasana. So reclining cobbler's pose. Okay. So when you come into this position, what I'd like you to do is just lift the hips and tuck the tailbone. Okay. Now, the further away your heels are from your groin, the easier it is going to be on the stretch. The closer they are, the more you're going to feel this kind of intense sensation in the groin. So I'll let you choose whichever variation you want to choose. What I need you to make sure of is that you can maintain a calm state for at least 10 breaths. If you choose a variation that's too intense, you're going to find it a little bit more challenging to relax. Now, we're going to breathe here, but the final variation, you might want to take hold of either elbow and extend your arms up above your head. If at any point that's painful for you, then just allow yourself to hold onto the wrists or just palms face up at the ceiling. But before we do that, we're going to use this time to do a breathing exercise, okay? So you're going to place your hands onto your belly, just underneath the rib cage. So I still want your thumbs to kind of feel the base of your ribs. Go ahead and close your eyes. Make any adjustments you feel you need to in order to relax into this. Maybe you're going to walk the shoulder blades down the back, tuck the chin in, back of the neck is nice and long here. And we're just going to start to breathe with the eyes closed. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Hold it here. Noticing that belly has expanded slightly. The base of the ribs started to expand a little. And you're going to exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that restriction at the back of the throat, ujjayi breath, is going to help you not to sort of throw the breath away. So let's go again. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, pause here. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands and move them to the base of the ribs, so slightly out, just cupping either base of the rib cage here. Now this time as you inhale, your fingertips should still feel the belly rise and expand, but I then want you to also feel the lower ribs start to expand outward. And then we're gonna exhale for 6, belly falls, 5, 4, feel the rib cage come back together, 3, 2, 1. Good, again, inhale, 1, feeling belly, 2, feeling lower ribs, full expansion, 3. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands moving to the upper chest. Inhale, belly still rises, lower ribs expand. Now feel the upper chest rise. Exhale, belly falls, ribs come together, chest drops. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause here. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands down to your thighs. Bring the knees in together, hug the knees into the chest. Sometimes that can be a long time to hold that position depending on the tightness of your hips, and sometimes even the time of the month as well. Okay, coming back to center, keep hold of the right leg, let the left leg extend. I'm gonna have to move up my mat slightly for Pavanmuktasana, which translates to wind removing pose, because it is literally compressing on this side anyway, the ascending colon. So we might get a little bit of nice trapped gas to release. Take the leg across the body. Come down to the floor for a reclining twist. You're gonna extend the right arm back behind you, opening into the chest here. Nice and gentle, nothing too intense. Bring the leg back to center, hug the knee into the chest. We'll change sides. Hug the left knee in, right leg extends all the way down. Good, and then we'll take the leg across the body down to the floor. Extend that arm. Use that slow breath. Bring it back to center, hug the knee into the chest, and then release the leg all the way down to the floor. Come to interlace your fingers, extend your arms up above your head, and then hug the knees into the chest, squeezing the legs in. Alrighty, you could either just roll over and head straight to sleep, or feel free to sit up and spend a little bit more time meditating. If you'd like, place a cushion under the hips, sitting nice and tall, noticing the effects of the practice. Whatever you choose to do, thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you sleep really deep and well tonight. Namaste. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my morning energizing yoga sequences for when you wake up. See you on the mat soon.